Mike, join us here at the Thornbury Surfacing Stadium. Chippenham's first defeat of the season, a 3-2 loss at home today against Chelmsford. We'll go through the major talking points, obviously, as we progress through the interview. But first, mate, let's just get a brief overview on that one. What are your thoughts?
I don't think we started well. I thought they started really well, a lot better than us. I know their journey was delayed and they got here a bit late, but that sometimes mentally switches you on a little bit quicker. So, for me, that's the third game where we started slow. So I don't think we got the rub of the green with some of the decisions that didn't help us within that sort of few minutes. But in saying that, we just need to be a little bit better. So we'll have to have a look at that, the way we're starting games.
Yeah, so obviously was the first real point of contention was the first goal for Chelmsford today, a spot kick. It was given for what all of us in the ground saw to be a very soft challenge. It seemed that the defenders won the ball, but not quite got enough of it. The man's gone over and made an absolute blue murder. Referees pointed to the spot. Games change on decisions.
Yeah, and anybody who hasn't seen it, I think you'd be disappointed if that was given as a penalty. And first and foremost, he has won the ball, and what he's got on there, he's won the ball. So he can't do anything about the lad running into him and making a bit of a meal of it. But the referee's got to be a little bit better in that situation. But in saying that, we've got to be a little bit better. For the previous sort of 30 seconds leading up to that wasn't great from us as well.
No, I suppose encouraging signs came straight away after the penalty. We've gone up the other end. We could well have had a penalty ourselves. Low shot from Alex Bray. I'll tell you, we've got to do something about that board, haven't we? Low shot from Alex Bray, obviously, has hit the arms, it would seem, of the Chelmsford defender who committed himself to the ground. Referee's not given it. We've had a ball come in from the left-hand side. Marlon's got his head on it. It's flashed across the face of goal. And then as we're hooking a ball down the left-hand side from Kieran Parcell straight into the feet, Hanksy's had a shot. He's not quite got enough on it. They've hooked away. They're straight up the other end and boom, suddenly we're in the back of the net.
And we do things about counter-attacking, and when we've just lost possession, I think we was a little bit slow in our reaction, and they were very direct in the way that they got forward with some great little runs, bit of combination play from them. So at times you've got to hold your hand up sometimes and just say, look, the way that they've used their little bit of quality made a bit of a difference today. But they're definitely within our league, and you're disappointed because that's points for us today that we've got to try and get a point or three from that. But in saying that, I thought they were a little bit better, if I'm being brutally honest.
And of course, half-time team talk seemed to change a little bit with the goal. Literally in injury time, first half, Joe Hanks has done a bit of work in the box. He's managed to get his shot away. Again, pleasing for yourself. You ask your players to go to the end of every half, to the end of every whistle. We've gone in with a very, very different sort of mindset, going in 2-1 as opposed to 2-0 down. We came out and again, it just seemed that Chelmsford sort of started to brighter in that second half and got themselves back in, and that third goal really was a killer.
Yeah, we sort of huffed and puffed a little bit and didn't really have that little bit of the killer touch. I didn't think we were a bit vague on the set pieces as well. There's a couple of people that weren't stood in the right area, so that's disappointing and a little bit frustrating. But I've got to say, as disappointed as I am, we've had a very good start to the season, and it's not all doom and gloom. We've lost a game against a good team, and what I'm disappointed about is the performance of us when we've got the ball in that first half. First 25 minutes was not up to our standard where it needs to be. And again, if you're honest, it's probably Dulwich and Slough first half performance, never got punished for it, and today we did get punished for it, and that's what's going to happen when you play against the better teams, and that's why we need a better start.
Again, you make a very good point there, Mike, wherein that with the start to the season that we've had, certainly with the games against Havant, with the games against Slough, picking up wins the way we did, the encouraging fact of coming away from St Albans last week, disappointed with a draw. It is one of those things, I suppose, when results happen, expectation levels tend to rise a little bit. We sort of get in and we got to feel entitled to be disappointed, but the reality of today is, we've gone back up the other end after the third goal. We've got back into the game. We've had chances. We've started to create again. Their defence held out very well, I thought, from my viewpoint behind the goal. And in the end, we got to the byline. A Stonewall penalty again was actually given for us in this instance. Jacko stepped up, keeper's pirated save, but great reactions from Harry to tap the ball away. 3-2, 4 minutes to play. Even in dire straits, it would seem, being 3-1 down, we've managed to pull ourselves back from the brink to give ourselves a chance.
Yeah, and that's admirable from the team and the coaching staff and everybody that's associated with it to try and get that mental toughness, especially when you do go down. And I thought that was very, very good. So again, it's not all doom and gloom because that sort of bad 25 minutes, if you like, of that first half. But in saying that, what a great little comeback. Possibly could have equalised as well, to go 2-2. So the game looks very different, doesn't it, when you get that one back? So yeah, we are disappointed, but we'll take it on the chin. Fair play to Simo. I think he got his tactics right as well today. Like you said, some beast performance from them with the three at the back. I thought they were excellent. They won everything, and that's where probably we need to be a little bit better with our combination play and get the ball down on the floor a little bit more.
Good stuff. And let's move on to the positives, Mike, because obviously there are positives to draw from this. First and foremost being obviously the way that we did react to come back into the game. But we've got Danny Greenslade in the background there, warming up and doing bits and pieces and slowly making his way back. We look to have come out of this game fairly unscathed. I think Manny looked more a tactical shift earlier on to bring on Harry and start playing a bit more direct through the middle, was a direct response to going down more so than Adam being any sort of injured for the long term. Good changes today. It was nice to see Alfie get some minutes, Dan get some minutes. Again, that squad rotation looks like it's got enough to take us through and really give us a chance in every game that we play. Yeah,
definitely. And I think I was pleased for Harry when he come on today, and Alfie as well. I thought they done well, and they showed a little bit of passion. They showed what they can do on the ball. They were brave as well. I thought we played a little bit better as well. A little bit more football when they come on. So that's pleasing. That's good for us. But we want to start the game a little bit better. We want to make a little bit more of a game of it for them. So I'm still going to be chewing over that, really, over me tea and whatnot tonight. But like we said, in the main we've had a good start to the season. So let's hold on to that and take that into the FA Cup for next week as well.
Which leads me directly on to my next point. Obviously, we've had a very good start to the league campaign. 2 draws, 2 wins, and unfortunately going down to our first defeat today. But next week brings us a little bit of a respite from the league, and it gives us that moment of the year where everyone sort of tends to look forward to in the non-league calendar, kicking off the FA Cup campaign this year, hopefully going nice and deep into the competition. Familiar faces, although not in our league. We've played them a good couple of times now, particularly in the FA Cup. I believe you yourself as manager, even in your short tenure, have played them as well here.
Yeah.
We've got Poole Town, we're away. It's got to be a game that really we've got to be looking to attack that.
Yeah, definitely. We're not going to be going there to sit back or anything like that. And I think last year it was I think we were 2-0 up after 20 minutes, and they were playing 3 at the back and then switched to 4 at the back. That made a bit of a difference. They got back in the game. So to be fair, it's a great game to look forward to because it was end to end, and it could have gone either way. So yeah, it should be interesting next week. We're definitely going to rotate the squad again. Because I believe that we've got 3 or 4 of them that have not played a lot of football over the last couple of weeks. They deserve a little bit of a go, but also because I think that they're good enough to come in and do a job for us, as you've seen today with a couple of them coming off the bench as well.
And of course the FA Cup holds special memories for Chippenham supporters, as I'm sure you'll remember. Just as you were about to be introduced into the club, we went on a fairly decent run, culminating in a live game here on the BT cameras, albeit the slightly smaller ones. We didn't get the full 90, but a game against Northampton Town. Unfortunately, we did go down in that, but it was great to see a stadium absolutely packed. I think some 3,000 supporters in the ground, and another little cup run wouldn't go amiss for Chippenham, I'm sure. Mike, with yourself, obviously you've been with us now for a little while. You've been with Gloucester, you've been about the leagues. What's your FA Cup pedigree like? Have you had some good success in this tournament before? Or is this something that you really want to put on your CV now?
Yeah, it'd be lovely to put it on the CV, to be honest. We were doing well last year actually when we went away. I think it was to Concord, and we conceded a goal in something like the 9th minute. Yeah, it was a bit ridiculous for us. We were just getting everything ready for the extra time and the penalties. So, but we've got Macca's done really well when he was manager at Western in the FA Cup as well. Oski when he was at Shortwood, playing, I think it was somebody like Notts County, I think it was something like, or Port Vale it might have been. So yeah, we've got coaching staff in there that have been deep into the FA Cup, and a few of the players as well. And it's for me it'll always hold that little bit of esteem and the way that you do that. I think the fans love it as well. So it's there for us. it's a good little time. We'll just see how we get on.
Well, the cameras will be there with you as always next week, Mike, away at Poole Town. Hopefully some supporters. It's quite a nice little trip as well to make up. I'm sure that we're not going to take any potential predictions for anyone you might like in the first round. I know you well enough to know you wouldn't even look past the second qualifying round first and foremost. But from all of us here, commiserations for the defeat today and good luck next week. Let's hope we get off to a nice start in the FA Cup campaign.
Great, thanks.
Wonderful.
Simon.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers. Well done.